Nate's just doesn't care. He's just.
Yeah, we're off to a great start. Respecting Mike,
Anyways,
or should I say Mark?
We've been
Robertson.
Yeah,
Mark
is here. Mark is here.
Roberson. Yeah. Mike Roberson.
Oh man. So should I just go ahead and?
I want to know who's going to apologize to me first.
Well, let's get into it first before.
I mean, how many times should I apologize?
I'm the only one that hasn't. I'm the only one that hasn't met you, so I'm off the hook.
No, you're not.
That's not true.
No, you hadn't. You have to. You have to apologize.
No, you're not. It's not true that we have not met.
Oh no. Okay,
you're not off the hook.
I'm off the hook. It's Reed and Ben's fault.
I know it is our fault.
No, you have to apologize for what you just said. You said, "Oh, we met." You don't even know if you guys have met or not.
That happens. Yeah, that's the worst. I'm the number one offender. I'm like, dude, I can't remember. Well,
hey, let's.
All right, so we've got Mike.
Why don't you intro Mike, Mark?
Well, on the screen.
Oh my god, this is confusing. What is it actually?
Listeners can't see, but he put on his name as Mark Robertson on the screen. But this is Mike Robinson. He is a drummer for bands like Blame My Youth, Oliver Tree, K-Flay, Joseph, the Chain Gang of 1974.
Don't forget the other one, Reed.
And of course, Say Anything. My brother in Say Anything, who crushes it with the band. Did I miss anything? Oh, and proprietor of Food on Tour, which is a great podcast, and it's going to be an app.
Oh, yeah.
If you're able to talk about that.
It's pretty defunct at this point. The podcast, that is. But
okay. But you're going to have the app, right? Are you able to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it, but, who knows?
We'll see. Give us the quick rundown, because that already sounds sick.
It's basically like Yelp through the lens of a touring musician, like a curated Yelp.
That's sick.
You know
what's funny is, and I'm sure this is why you're doing this, how many band dudes have talked about that? Like you're just actually, I feel like we talk about that all the time, where it's like Yelp's fine, it's broad, it's like, I don't know, it just feels kind of clunky, but like if you do curate it for like tour, not that everyone has the same tastes, but I do feel like it's a pretty common thing for touring bands that are like, oh, I wish this was closer if I had a better idea of this area. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's what the app does, but
also like that's like all I do when I'm not playing shows. It's like, what else are you gonna fucking do? You just look for 100%. Bars and restaurants.
Bars, coffee, food.
Coffee,
food.
Coffee, food.
Which what you sent me looks amazing though.
Thanks.
I mean, it looks like you're making some good headway.
Oh, you have like you actually have a thing? You have like
it's like it's functioning, but it's not done.
What's the app called?
Food on Tour.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Straight to it.
Yeah, I basically like uploaded all of my like saved Google shit. Like I have like a Google Drive map.
Yeah.
And I filtered it into 4 different categories. There's like a travel day category, so it'll be stuff like on the way between gigs or like decent airport food, which is hard to come by. Coffee, food, and tiki.
You thought of everything.
This is sick, dude.
Is it going to be like uploadable? Like you're like other people will be able to like sign in and like
I'm
put their own stuff on.
It'll be like a user portal, so like you can sign in and save shit. I'm not going to let people like upload stuff because that would get chaotic, but there will definitely be like
this shit.
Someone's got like terrible taste, or like this place rules, and you're like,
dude, that's the thing with fucking. That's the thing with the Master Tour, like local section. It's like some idiot uploads like the McDonald's near the venue, and you're like, what the.
Oh, they have that now on Master Tour?
Yeah.
They've had it. It's trash.
I mean, I haven't toured in years, so I don't know anything about Master Tour these days.
It's direct competition. It's
McDonald's.
You'll crush
McDonald's hits.
Mark is coming for you.
Dude, I love
Master Tour.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to be so successful. Master Tour is going to have to acquire you. And
they already talked to them. They emailed me. Yeah, I've had like 3 meetings with Master Tour.
Tell them to fuck off,
dude. Go. No.
Dude, is this your ticket out of touring? Like, are you going to stop after this?
Dude.
We're all out here talking about how bad we want to stop touring and playing in bands. Wait. About drums and music, and we're like, oh, dude, someone saved me from this life. There's only a way.
There's so many people listening to this. Like, they're like, how do I get into it?
We're like, don't.
Like, we're just trying to get out. Oh
my god.
Hey, I got out 7-8 years ago now.
Yeah, look at you. You're thriving.
Whatever, Ben. I'm doing well. Look at
I don't know if I'm thriving, but I'm doing okay.
Yeah, look at you, Nate.
Look, dude, this is what happens.
Wait, before we pass it, I gotta go. Mark, what's your what's your
Dude,
McDonald's
this is going
order?
to be the most confusing.
Dude, okay, I'm really glad you brought up my McDonald's
Yeah.
order because I set up all the playback and shit for a bunch of bands, and this one band, Blame My Youth, that I play with, I set up all the tracks and shit, and I put cues in the ears to like walk on stage and shit.
Oh yeah.
And the band cue is my like a robot voice reading my McDonald's order, which is 2 cheeseburger meal, no mustard, French fry, and large Diet Coke. Sometimes I'll get a side like a 4-piece nugget with a honey mustard.
Heard.
Interesting.
Wow. How often do you go to McDonald's?
More often than I should.
All right,
I gotta ask him that, dude.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't no one gonna answer that honestly. Like 1 or 2 times a year.
5 years ago.
Maybe a couple times a year.
When I fucked up my back the other day, I was like, I had to go to a rehearsal like right afterwards, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to McDonald's, and I got a 2 cheeseburger meal, chugged a large Diet Coke on the way there, and I felt way better.
Dude,
Yeah.
God bless, dude. God
There you
bless.
go.
It's good. It's good
All right.
for you.
Nate, what's your McDonald's order?
Oh,
right, mine's been-
Nate's great.
Well, now is this
no, just go.
Is this
there's
morning
no-
time? Is
after
this
a tweet or okay. Number 1, no pickles.
at just in general?
Number 1, no pickles. Which
Okay.
do you know what number 1 is? Big Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, number one. I thought you
Never-
said
never
I was
heard
like
of it.
number one. No,
I was like
pickles.
number 1, no.
Yeah, I was
If I knew what
I
a
was
Big Mac
confused
was.
too.
First of all, no pickles. Second of all, a number 1. Yeah, Big Mac meal number 1, no pickles. Double cheeseburger, no pickles. 6
Holy fuck.
chicken nugget and water. I don't drink Coke. This is for your
Water.
water.
Family, right?
I'm
This is for your
healthy.
family.
No, this is for me, Reed. You can't get this physique without all of that, dude.
Yo, in
I
water.
mean, and water because I'm healthy.
A McWater.
I'll take a big I'll take a big water. It actually sucks. They have Dasani, so I'm like, I'll just
Dude, I
take
hate
tap water.
Dasani.
Dude,
I'm like,
Dasani's
can I just
hose
get a-
water. It's hose water. It's hose
Ba-
water. It's like
It
from
tastes
the
like
well.
hose water.
Yeah.
I think it's worse
from
than
the well.
hose water.
I think it is.
Yeah, well, that's Dasani tastes worse to me because it's like they add minerals, but it just kind of tastes. Everyone's like, oh, they add salt to it, which does, if there's a little bit of salt, it helps you hydrate better. So whatever. I don't really care about that. I just care that it tastes like someone boiled water 3 days ago and then left it out somehow, and then like some dust got in it, and I don't know, just not good. So anyway, I take tap water with my
Oh,
McDonald's tap water.
order. Yeah.
dude. They just.
Straight
I
from
saw a
the
thing.
source.
I just saw a thing that like all bottled water is basically just tap water.
No.
I don't-
That's,
I
I
think
choose
I
to
think
not
we're-
believe
okay,
that.
moving
I
on.
choose to not believe that.
Wrong.
I guess I'll go fuck myself. But
I can taste the difference. Have you ever had Deer Park?
Yeah.
That is the worst water known
I
to
like
man.
Deer Park. I
Oh,
like
Deer
Oh,
Park's not so
Ben.
bad.
Is that? It's not good, but it's not worse than Dasani. I don't think.
I think Deer
Dasani's
Park's the worst. It tastes like
fucking
worse.
sweat.
I actually have a good question about playing on stage. Do you? I like forget there's water when I'm playing. Like I just in general, just
crazy.
think- yeah, I forget that there's.
Oh, I
Like
need
you
water.
don't drink water.
No, I do, but sometimes I'm like I forget that I can drink water.
I kind
and,
of
like,
do the
I'm
same
just-
thing.
Yeah, see, so I'm not alone.
I mean, when I did tour, I would try to drink as much water as possible.
On stage,
Yeah.
I'm talking just
Yeah.
purely on stage.
Oh yeah, I would
On
yeah.
stage, if
I would have a
look-
few bottles next to me.
yeah,
and drink them
Oh
all.
yeah. If I see 2 bottles, I'm bummed. I need like a solid 4 or 5.
A case.
4 or 5 waters. Well, when
4 5 waters, a number
when I
one, a
wa-
double cheeseburger, a 6-piece chicken
Yeah,
nugget,
on
3 cents
stage.
of honey mustard.
I like to eat in between
Large
songs.
McWater.
Cheez-Its,
Dude.
Cheez-Its, pretzels.
Dude, I ate egg
Uh,
rolls during a show the other day.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Did you really?
Yeah, I
Why?
played with this band in LA
That's crazy.
at what's that place called? Genghis Cohen. Do you guys know Genghis Cohen in LA?
No,
No.
I've
like-
heard of it.
It's like this legendary like Chinese
Oh.
restaurant, but they have a venue in there, and we played there. And I was like, I'm definitely getting egg rolls. And me and the
But
bass
why didn't
player,
you just eat before or after?
because
you
I got
have
to
to
I got to
on-
eat an egg roll on stage. I've never got
Fair
to do
enough.
that before.
I see.
I like this.
So me
I
and the
kinda
bass
like that
player
too.
split this like gigantic egg roll.
Oh,
It was
it's like-
sick.
At the same
There's-
time, did you guys like
Dude.
Lady in the Tramp It?
I wish we did.
What did you do in between though? Where did you put it?
What
did
do you
just
mean?
scarf
What
it
do you
down,
mean?
or did you take a bite? Then you
Oh no,
put
I
a
ate.
song?
I like ate the whole thing really quick and then started playing drums.
You put it?
I like you put on the
probably
dirty,
in their mouth.
the dirty drum rug. Just like put it on the.
That's what I'm saying.
A stick holder.
I just threw it in the rack.
It's in
That'd
that
be great.
large stick holder. You know, the one that's supposed to.
playing with it. You start playing.
It's the one that's supposed to like hold like a bunch of sticks, but it fits one egg roll perfectly.
That'd be genius.
Oh my god!
Dude, it's this big. It's
Oh,
like
It was fucking huge.
He just
Yeah.
takes a bite, and like puts it back, and it fits perfectly. I'm talking snug. Like you gotta like get it in there. It does like that suction noise.
Vacuum seal.
Oh my god, this one is unhinged already. I love it. Hey, I'll say Friday podcasts are way better than Monday. I
What
feel
about
like it's
Friday?
something
30
about
a.m. on Friday.
it's something different about Friday
it's the
podcasts.
weekend, baby.
Dude, I woke up this morning and like had a stress dream that I missed this.
You
'Cause
almost
it's,
think it's like, yo, I'm not doing this shit.
it's 6:30 here.
I love that. Little did you know, I was mowing my lawn and I was like, "Oh shit, we got a podcast. I better run inside."
I would
You're like,
never
"Dude,
guessed.
I can't miss this."
Dude,
Are you wearing
I thought,
Oakleys? Are these Oakleys that you have
Of
on?
course, Oakley's. Yeah,
You
dude, they
look
protect
sick,
my
dude.
eyes.
you look sick.
I look unhinged. I honestly was like, I'm gonna go shower and rinse off and change,
No.
and I literally was like, oh, I don't have time,
Yeah,
and I didn't want to put on a shirt while I'm nasty.
Well, you
Yeah,
look
covered in
great.
grass.
It's fine.
Hey,
yeah, you
thanks.
do look great.
You're
I
welcome.
don't know about great, but
Anyway,
anyway,
it's good to have you, Mike.
Hey, we finally did it.
is it Mike or Michael or Mark?
It's Markle.
Markle. Markle Robertson.
Robertson.
Dude. Oh,
All right, let's talk about drums.
yeah. Well, we don't have to talk about drums either. I mean, fuck it.
Fuck drums, dude.
All right, what's your
Anyways,
order?
actually, I'm going to start it off real quick. I'd like to apologize to Mark.
Are you playing the keyboard?
What was that?
Hey,
Is this
man.
an altar call?
I'm glad.
Is someone about to get
Sorry,
saved?
Josh.
I feel like the tithe tray is going around. I have to like get my money out.
Oh man,
Wait, so, Reed, I know you have questions. Oh, wow.
damn, Cash! I haven't seen Cash in years.
I don't have cash, dude.
This is.
No. Go get to your apology, and then I'll apologize.
All
Yeah,
right.
what are you apologizing for?
Wait. Hang on.
Wait, who's
Hang on. Mike, I'd like to apologize. The last episode. Never mind. The music stopped.
I thought you were playing it. If you're
I'll
not,
do it again.
are you playing it? Okay.
Mike, no, I'm not playing this. Let me apologize. Mike, I'm sorry. The last episode, I misspoke, and I just want to apologize and say I'm sorry.
Wait, what
I
did you
did.
say on the last episode?
I honestly don't remember.
Oh, you
I
haven't heard it? Never
I just
mind.
feel like,
Don't listen to it.
yeah, never mind. I've got the music off.
Oh,
never mind.
Wait,
I was
listened to it.
apologizing for Reed.
Oh, it was because of your show. Because you didn't invite me to your stupid show.
Correct.
That's not why I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing because I misspoke, and I think I'm actually apologizing for Reed. I actually have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stop.
So good.
Do you want to play it for me now?
Yeah. All right, Reed, you ready? Oh shit! Hang on.
Mike Markle, I'm so sorry for forgetting your name.
This is unhinged.
I'm going to give Reed the wrong dates for these Say Anything show.
Dude,
I cannot.
I'm going to be like, yo,
Wait,
actually,
dude,
we're
that's
playing
the
July
best.
29th in Minneapolis. Could you be there?
you should book his ticket and everything. Go all on Vic. Here's your
I'll take-
hotel information, all
I'll
this
take
stuff.
care of the
He shows
travel.
up. No, don't take care of the travel. Have him pay for it, and then say you'll reimburse him, and then never do.
Yeah.
So he flies out the wrong dates, the wrong city, and he's just there.
Oh,
Say anything's
I
not even
deserve
on
it.
tour.
I deserve it.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
we're 15 minutes in, and we haven't talked about it.
If anyone's listening, do you think they're gonna make it through this part? They're probably.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Reed, you got a question? I know you have questions. I do have a question, but I think you should start it.
Well, okay. Yeah. So, Mike, we haven't had a drummer like you on yet. You're very present on social media, and I think you're very good at it. And us three, we're very much not like that. We're not active on social media when it comes to drums or anything else.
Oh, with drums,
I think in this day and age, you have to be, and I think you do it well. But like,
it's why you're successful. Yeah.
Are you happy or miserable because of it? Is my question.
Both.
Well, straight to it.
Wow, dude.
Dude, I hate.
Well, like, what's your approach to it? Seriously, like, I actually want to know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like living in LA, I feel like I have to. You have to constantly be on the front of some. Like, I'm not going to get a call for something unless someone's magically thinking about me when the opportunity opens up for something, whatever that is. And then beyond that, it has to work out with schedule and money and all that shit too. So it's like, that's like the first step, you know, it's like staying on someone's mind. And if I post a million fucking drum videos, people don't see that shit anyways. You could post an episode of this. You could post an episode of the podcast once.
Sick
and
algorithm.
Like 10 people see it. You have to post it like 8 times. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, I could probably maybe I'll just start posting the same drum video every day.
Well, have you seen success from doing it? Like, I mean, obviously,
I get work.
You hired,
I get work doing recordings in here like all the time from that stuff, which is
that's cool.
Really, like what I want.
You have your own studio.
Yeah, that's where I'm in this shitty packing blanket.
No, I mean, but I'm saying like all of your drum stuff, like you have the ability to track like full drums. If someone's like, "Hey, I want you to play,"
I'm doing the whole new Say Anything record from here. Yeah,
just from your own place.
Yeah,
that's cool. How's
that going?
The record?
Yeah,
I'm almost done. It's
a
lot of fucking songs.
What's the thing?
You play it all right now?
Yeah, every song, dude. 20 songs.
We'll just watch you. We'll
just drums. Wait, I gotta ask you, what's one thing you've learned from doing that's like you're gonna carry on to the next project? Like what? Like technically,
probably, like touch for sure.
Wow.
You know, like I hit pretty hard. And like being in here, I'm in such a small room already that like even if you're in a big room, you have to be so aware of touch. But in here, it's like what are you taking a picture of, dude?
Yeah, dude, I'm just documenting what.
Perfect.
Trying to get better at social media. You inspired me. You're like, you got to post all the time, and I'm like, I haven't posted anything from drums in forever.
Mike's mid answer, and Nate's just sneaking
it's not like
the phone
the
up.
Flash went off. I was still listening. Hold on,
dude. This is you, dude. You're like.
Yeah,
slowly see the camera.
Is this better?
Nate. No.
All right. So as you were saying, touch.
Yeah. Touch.
Yeah, it's definitely like I'm in such a small room here, and it's a big thing in a bigger room too. But like in here, it's just like hyper focused, you know. So if I'm hitting my hi-hat too hard, it's like in everything, you know. So
sure.
I've actually been using I'll use like on my right hand, I'll use a really small stick, and then on my left hand, I'll use a much big, like a heavier. Yeah,
interesting.
So I've just been like experimenting with shit like that in here, and it's made a big difference.
I saw in your last cool. You posted a video yesterday. You had like the towel stuffed inside of the hi-hat. Am I tripping? Did I see that?
Yeah, still in here. Yeah.
That's
just drives me out a little bit, you know. Like, there's not a lot of. I wasn't doing like a lot of open hi-hat on that track, but it was like still even just to close it. Yeah, it just keeps it like. Dude, the other thing that someone taught me is using 2 hi-hat bottoms and 1 hi-hat top. And that drives it
a little bit.
It's fucking sick. Yeah, Matt Johnson.
Have we talked about this on the podcast about that thing that someone made that like goes over the snare mic to like separate?
Yeah, I don't know if that does anything.
Dude, I keep getting like targeted ads for it, and I like looked into it. It's basically like a thing that goes over.
Is it a shield?
Yeah, it's a shield.
I know what you're talking. I've seen
it's
it
like this. It's big. Oh no, that's what it is. It goes around the hi-hat.
Yeah, it goes around your hi-hat.
Oh, I've never seen that.
But it's like,
weird.
Oh, it's really easy to play. And I'm like, this looks. I would hit it 1,000 times.
Don't hit as hard.
But it's crazy. They do the sound for it. They do all this. They do all this. Yeah, but it's they did like this. Showed you the difference.
Here's the thing. People have been recording drums for the past.
I know.
However long, and it's It's all right.
And also, when was the last
Fine.
time you were like, this album's so bad because of the hi-hat? Like,
Pretty
it's just
recently.
so-
Pretty recently.
for real?
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
wish they put
Oh.
a box around the hi-hat.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what
I
the
really,
fuck?
this would sound better if there's a box around this hi-hat.
Yeah. Wait. Just don't hit the hi-hat. I've learned that if you write music and you don't play cymbals, it's great.
People
love it.
producers hate cymbals.
Yeah, I hate
Yep.
cymbals.
I know.
So do I.
I love cymbals.
What's the process been like for the Say Anything record? Did Max have everything mapped out for the most part, and then you just would do your thing around it?
He sent me like demos with like programmed drums, and the programming's like fucking crazy.
Dude,
it is with
I know this. I've
non-drummers.
been in that seat before.
Yeah,
Like you
It's
can play this
crazy.
right, and they're playing drums like this.
It's like
Check out this beat I made.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sick, right?
but doing that has been fun because then like I've done a lot of the songs where I'll do drums separately and then I'll overdub cymbals just because like I physically can't play the parts otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
And then it turns out sounding really wild and like I can like,
Yeah.
fuck up the close mics a lot and it's
Yeah.
cool. It's been super fun. But yeah, Max sent me like all the demos and I've just been, you know, trying to match the programming as close as I can. And some of the songs will have some like the programming will stay in with live drums too. So
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
yeah,
How are you feeling about knowing you're gonna have to play those songs at some point?
dude. I don't know.
Is it
Are we
that
gonna play
crazy?
these songs?
Is that
I
Is
don't-
it that
Crazy?
crazy?
yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Is it kind of like it switches a lot of
All right,
different
yeah,
feels?
fine,
and-
just show it to us.
Some of the shit just doesn't repeat. It's just it's
yeah.
crazy. It's a lot. I don't know how much I'm supposed to like tell about this.
it's,
yeah,
but yeah.
sure. It's fine.
You're like, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I was gonna ask
Dude,
more questions.
No one
but-
cares. No one cares.
Yeah.
I'll recite all the lyrics on here.
Yeah. You
Play us
should,
the demos through your microphone. Hold like
with
this.
your drums on top of the
No,
program
like
drums.
this.
So wait, but I will go back to the thing. So some of the stuff that doesn't repeat, like it's just like how. So there's like not a. Never mind. Let's move on. You can't talk about it probably. No, I was gonna say, is so there's not like another chorus or like
No,
you know what I
there'll
mean?
be
Like
yeah, but it's like there's it's
Like verses are
there's a-
different or something.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of the songs where it's like the core, like the pattern is just like I don't know,
Yeah,
the
sure.
stage drum pattern's like 16 bars long. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking remember
I
that.
think we've
Wow.
been there. We've been here before with Say Anything though. I think that's not like any
Yeah.
new news. You know,
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
seems-
Dude, I mean, that's like
Par
the
for
fun.
the course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And that's
that first
like,
album
what-
we talked about it before you came on is crazy. I mean, the parts are nuts. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
the drum parts are like it's like having a second lead vocal in there. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they're,
yeah, definitely.
they're
Yeah.
so melodic, and like I was such a big fan of that record as a kid. Like
Me too.
the parts are so sick.
Yeah.
You gotta
Um,
give it to Kobe for writing
Kobe,
all those
man.
parts.
Also,
Yeah,
how old
dude.
was Kobe when he wrote when they did that? How old were they? They were pretty young.
They
weren't
were young, man.
Max was like
Um,
20, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think he was just about, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
nuts.
Kobe is similar age, but yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah,
cool, man.
those parts
Anyway.
are fucking crazy.
Drums like that hurt my brain. I'm like, huh? How'd you?
Dude,
why'd
I mean,
you-
I've been-
why'd you
I
do
just
that?
I can't play like that. I mean, maybe
That's-
like 20
yeah.
years ago I could have, but not.
I've been
now.
practicing those songs again now because I'm
Yeah, how's
filling in
that
for you,
going?
Mike. It's actually going pretty well.
Sick.
It's kind of insane how much I remember just
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
after all these years.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like those drum parts are seriously like a second lead vocal. Like think of how many songs you know that you haven't heard since you were a kid, and you would remember the lyrics to the chorus. It's like the same
Yeah.
shit for these drum parts. Like they're so like upfront and melodic and like
Yeah.
memorable. You know?
Yeah, like on a song by song basis, I feel good, but it's just playing everything
Yeah.
back to back that I'm still like just getting used to and having to prepare myself for a show
Yeah.
because
And
it's
stamina is
marathon.
always such
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, but Reed, you're like built like a Greek god, dude.
Yeah, you're ripped.
You're fine.
You should
Wait,
be-
you don't
Nate should
get
put his
tired.
shirt on. You should take your shirt off.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Why
Wait.
can't we both have our shirts off?
are all songs at the click? Every song or
What live?
yeah?
I programmed everything, but not the whole song. Like,
Let me say this. Mike has really cleaned up the whole act of Say Anything.
wow.
Because we didn't,
Nice.
we had maybe click on a couple songs when I was there. I didn't improve anything in the band at all. Mike definitely has. You
All
mapped
right,
out
dude.
everything, man. It's impressive. I'm being serious.
So you're click on every song.
everything up until there's like a tempo change, which on most Say Anything songs there's a tempo change.
That happens like
so
5
you don't
seconds
map
every song.
you don't map the tempo.
No, I feel like as long as I have like a starting point, I'm good.
Oh,
but
I
like,
see.
Yeah, you're like
So you don't
rhythm.
map a tempo change.
he's good. He's good at what he does. Is what
I just map like an auto stop, so like the session stops once it hits where the tempo
I
changes
see.
and the click is
Because we have like two tempo changes in our set, and what's crazy is the tempo changes. I mean, how big is the tempo change? Are you talking like
Some
10
of them are pretty
BPM?
big. That's why I didn't want to map it because it's like
Bigger than 10?
probably yeah. Like
Yeah.
the one belt, and then like the Writhing South is crazy. That one's all over the place.
Dang. That's a pretty big switch.
Yeah, there's and they like the feels are different too. It's just I feel like as long as you have the starting point, like you're setting up that tempo change to be better.
Yeah.
And then it also feels live, it feels more exciting to do that without click.
How do you think Rise Against does it? Because they have a tempo change in every single song ever.
They probably don't do click. They're like kind of, I feel like, old school.
Yeah,
Think about that. That's like their thing.
think?
Someone pointed that out the other day, and it like actually, I was like, oh my God, that is their thing.
I never
You ever
really
seen
thought
that
about it.
Verse, and then it stops. All their big singles, verses are fast, it stops, and then it goes into a completely different time signature.
Well, at least it
or just
stops.
a tempo. I know, but that's the thing. Now that someone pointed that out, they played like 5 songs in a row, and it's actually kind of crazy. And it's the fact that they have like developed that that's their thing. And there's always a stop. It's like a da, and then it goes in, and it's a completely different tempo.
People
I've
love to
always
stop,
wondered-
dude.
I know,
People
but
love
it's
a
crazy.
stop.
That's like their signature. Like I'm trying to think. Obviously, there's tons of bands that have done that, but when they are consistent about it, like verse to chorus and then back to a verse, like it's not like they switch tempos throughout the song. It's like specifically verse into a chorus. And someone was like, "Listen to this song. Listen to this song," and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like their thing." But anyway, I always wonder. I'm like, how do you do that live?
You ever
Yeah.
seen that
There's a
drummer's drum
stop.
set? You ever seen the drummer's drum set? He sets
Oh,
up.
I've seen it.
His snare drum is like that, and then his tom is like right above it, like that. You never seen it?
It's pretty crazy.
No.
He
pretty
also,
nuts, dude.
he also holds his sticks in the middle,
Ooh,
Oh, like
that's
really
crazy,
far up.
dude.
like Travis Barker vibes.
Oh man,
He
I
does
can't
that.
do
Travis Barker doesn't hold him like that, does he?
do that?
What?
Travis
There's like
Barker
a half.
chokes
There's
up
like
pretty hard.
there's
Like
like
what?
there's like 8 inches of stick on the bottom half of his hand, dude.
For real? I've
Oh,
never paid attention. That's
Oh,
crazy.
big
Yeah,
time.
we really like struck a nerve with that.
What? Are you? What the fuck?
It's just funny. I've never heard a drummer not think that. Like Travis, that's like his thing.
I don't
I didn't-
pay attention to that, I guess.
Yeah, he
Um,
chokes
interview?
up and he uses
We're trying to
big
get
white
Travis
stick.
on here, dude.
Yeah, he chokes up and he uses those big white sticks.
Dude,
It's like even
you know
more
what?
obvious
Mike,
because they're
Mike
white
knows
sticks.
exactly.
All right.
You ever play those sticks? They leave crazy marks on everything.
Yeah, it's insane. My kid has these like blue drumsticks, and I was like, you're not touching my drums with those.
You say your kid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about Wally.
Yeah,
Oh,
kid
no,
rips.
hell yeah,
Your
you got a kid.
rips.
His
He
son
ripped.
plays really well. I'm
Whoa.
impressed.
He's 4.
He like
He's-
has the attitude
sick.
too. He has like
Or-
the
Yeah.
like he has the thing.
dude, he's got like all the stage moves down. Like
Yeah.
he just watches all these sick drummers. Actually, Wally prefers to watch Reed play Alive with the Glory of Love on this YouTube video. And I'm like, what
Whoa!
the fuck, dude?
It's messed
Wow,
up.
dude.
Oh my
He
God.
texts
that's
me
funny.
sometimes about that, and I feel kind of bad. But
Dude,
that's
every now and then
really
he's
funny.
like, can we watch a live Say Anything video? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Which one do you want? And he's like, the Reed one. I'm like, fuck.
You like hide his drum somewhere. You're like you're not playing anymore,
You
dude.
gotta
like,
get
oh,
sticks in front
He's
of
like,
him.
oh, I don't know Reed. I don't know a
Yeah.
Reed.
Yeah.
Yo, Reed is.
He's like,
dead
Dad,
to
it's
me,
my
dude.
it's my most watched videos on YouTube. Just go there. I don't know that one. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's really
Yeah, he just
funny.
watches like all these sick drummers and he just like mimics what they do. It's tight.
That's cool.
How did he? I mean, did you kind of
Dude,
steer
he
him
got-
in that
he got
direction,
into
or
it
did he
because
just like
of his-
want to play? Like, yeah,
I mean, he
guess-
just like, what did you say,
His dad
Ben?
plays drums, dude. What do you want?
I feel like
What
was
made
it
him
because
pick up drums? That's weird.
I mean, did you just always have your drums out and about?
No,
he
dude,
would just-
I didn't. He didn't see this room that I'm in until he was like 1.
Okay.
And no, probably older than that. But he came to a rehearsal I was doing. He was around like 1 year. He was probably like a year old. And he like sat on my lap while I was at the drums. And like, dude, just like the way he gripped the drumstick even at 1 and he just fucking hit the snare drum. I was like, oh no. Like
Dude,
it was like he like
that's
hit
so
the
funny.
shit out of the snare drum at one.
That's so sick.
And he hits rim shots. I didn't learn how to do rim shots until I was like 13.
That's impressive.
That's so
I didn't
sick.
even know it was a thing.
Yeah. No, he's very good. Like
Yeah.
the videos that you post of him, he can hold a groove. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty
for his
sick.
age.
Yeah.
And
I
also
got Sorry, go ahead.
the front porch, like when you guys do, that's so.
We
so
did one of
sick.
those last night. Yeah, we just hang out and
He
like
just rips.
drink wine, and he just
Are
ripped
neighbors
drum.
cool about it?
Yeah, people like walk by and stop and hang out. We had like a party
That's
one day in
awesome.
our front yard when like all these people from the neighborhood came over and just brought beer, and we just like drank in the front yard, and he
That's
just
cool.
ripped drums on the
Aw.
floor.
That's so sick.
And does he get nervous?
You know what's funny? He like doesn't get nervous doing that, but he's in a band program in Pasadena, and he gets nervous doing that because like they play like a show. Like
Oh
Okay.
wow.
he shows up and there's like 4 different kid bands that play songs,
Whoa.
and he
Dude, that's
gets
a lot of pressure
he
for
gets-
someone his age.
Definitely.
he gets scared, dude. Yeah, I'll like the last show he did, I had to like sit next to him. You know, he was like freaked out, but he cried. He like did such a good job. So
That's really
dope.
cool.
yeah,
Hey, Mike, what drummers don't you like?
He's like, well, 3 of them
Starting
are
with
here.
me.
Reed Murphy.
Reese Murphy. I've called Reed Reese for years because it used to autocorrect to that, and I was like, fuck
Yeah.
it, and I just
Yeah,
kept
you
doing
called
it
me Reese for years.
I was always wondered why you called him that.
because it autocorrects, and I just
Oh.
left it, and then then it started autocorrecting to Reed, and I was like, no, we're sticking
No,
to
no.
Reese.
Yeah,
Dude, I love the what drummers don't you like
Yeah.
question. I'm not
Hey,
answering
man.
that, but
just sneak it in there a little bit. Just see if someone pops off. You know.
Who shouldn't we get on this podcast?
Here's one. Did Josh Freese deserve to be kicked out of Foo Fighters?
Oh, yeah, let's
how about
Ooh,
that one?
this is a
Dude.
good one, actually.
Listen,
I
Do
think
you,
he
does
sounded
anybody
great.
here? Do you know Josh, Mike, or no?
I'm seeing him this weekend. I don't know him well, but like we've met. We toured together once, and then one more quick Wally story.
Yes, this is a good one. I wanted to ask
I
about
got
it.
to take Wally to Sunset Sound when Josh was recording the new Billy Idol record.
Oh, that's
My friend was producing it, and he like my friend Tommy like loves Wally, and he was like, "Dude, bring Wally to the studio after school one day." So I like picked Wally up from preschool, drove him to Sunset Sound, and I walk in, and Josh is like, he was like, "Oh, that's the kid I saw playing drums," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Do you remember me? Like we toured together. Do you?"
you like face push your own kid. You're like, all right, yeah, cool, but like,
Yeah,
what about me?
He was like Mark, right? But and we like get in there, and Josh like let Wally sit at his kit and shit, and then
Oh
we
my god,
were like
that is
posted up in the control room. Like Wally and I were sitting on this couch, like right in front of the glass, and you know Josh was recording on the other side, and then Billy Idol fucking walks in,
What?
and then
whoa,
Tom,
Damn.
my friend producing, was like, "Mike, come meet Billy," and so I like walk Wally up there, and Billy Idol goes, "You must be Wally. I've seen you playing drums, and you're very good." And I was like,
What?
dude,
It was
I'm also here, by the
Yeah.
way.
eyes up here.
and then like Steve Stevens, who he is Billy Idol's longtime guitar player. He played like the Top Gun theme and shit. He was
Oh
there.
my
It was
gosh.
so,
Dude,
and they were all
what?
just like, "We saw him play drums." It was fucking crazy.
Oh
dude.
my god,
Does Wally have any idea?
No, dude. He thinks like
Yeah.
you know, like I'm going home this weekend to Ohio to visit my family, and that Sasanta tour with like Primus and
Oh
Pussy
yeah,
and Perfect
Gunner's
Circle.
on that. Yeah,
Yeah, so they're playing on my birthday in my hometown, and I'm gonna go see Gunner.
That's sad.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Are you gonna bring him with the?
Wally's going to sound check, so
Yeah.
Wally gets to
Dude,
go.
that's
Awesome.
Yeah. And
That's
he like
so cool.
Wally just thinks it's normal. Like I'll go
Yeah.
we took him to a show one
That's so
day.
funny.
We took him to a
He's
show and
why,
like
why aren't we backstage?
yeah, he was like, "Do I get to play those drums?" I was like, "No," and he was like, "Oh, can we just go home?"
He's like, why are we here?
Yeah,
God, that's so sick.
yeah,
there
it's cool.
there is those funny moments like with your kids for stuff like that, right? You know what I mean? Just little stuff that's like, do you think about how crazy this is? And of course, they're so young, they don't. But
Yeah,
like,
of course.
it is funny when that stuff happens. Like they're just like, this is normal, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
no, this is not.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
what
weird,
kids
dude.
get to do.
Yeah.
Back to the Foo Fighters thing though. I thought Josh sounded great, and I think they're just gonna get Shane. You know, like,
Definitely.
I think,
Yeah.
like what?
I think it's because
what
he
other
had 2 kick
drummer?
drums. I would have kicked him out too. Show him to play Foo Fighters with 2 kick drums. I'm like, dog, what? Like that.
Yeah,
That was upsetting to me.
Is
I'll
there
be
any
honest.
double bass in
No.
those songs?
No.
And if there is, you're adding it. That's why I was so dumb.
Yeah.
I love Josh Freese. He's absolutely unreal.
Incredible.
Like there's no denying. Like truly, just next level.
And I also don't think that like anyone is ever going to replace. Like you're never going to fill the void of like the feel of Taylor. You're like,
Of
I
course
agree.
not.
no, like Taylor was like one of those few drummers who's like a Travis Barker. It's like a household. Like people know if
Yes,
you see a picture
correct.
of him, and like
Oh,
so
yeah.
many. I feel like in the drum community, so many people were like, think like someone like Josh Freese is such a big deal. Like he's not a household name though. Like my
No.
parents know who Travis Barker is. You
Yeah,
know what
For
I mean?
sure. yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's a
I know what you
household
mean.
name to us,
Yes.
but like I just don't think you're never gonna you're not gonna find someone to fill that. And
Yeah,
and the
I don't
perfect
know.
person for it, I thought, is Josh, because he can just make it sound like the record. It's not gonna feel the same, but it's gonna sound like it.
Yeah, for sure. I just thought that was a strange choice. Like
I thought it was
say
sick.
with you like the double kick.
Yeah, tight. It was sick.
I mean, who else could have? I mean, I don't know who else could have done it. Alon could have done it.
You,
yeah.
Ben, for
No,
sure.
hell
You,
no, dude, I couldn't
Ben
do
could
that.
do
you
dude.
could
No.
absolute Ben. You
Connor
would
Dennett.
crush that.
Connor
And
Dennis.
Connor could do
Dennis
it.
could do it too.
Connor could do it. Yeah.
Connor,
I'm on,
for
I'm on
sure.
a group text with like a couple of Gunner.
He
and
should
a couple
try-
other
he
drummers.
should-
We've been saying like just should be Connor. Like Connor. Should
Yeah,
be
he could do it. What does Connor say when you guys say that? He's like, nah.
I don't know if we even told him that.
Oh, really?
I guess we should tell Connor that.
I mean, it's
Ben,
he's also a
legitimately,
beast.
you could crush that.
I don't
Yes,
think I can try that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And probably be. I'm going to say something's going to upset
Oh,
Ben
no.
and so many people. I think you would. The feel and sound that you would do would be better than Freeze. There, I said it.
That's actually insane. Moving
Well-
on.
Just take the
I will-
compliment.
Well, no, I will say this. I think Freeze is incredible. It's funny though because there are guys that like they can be the chameleon, and do the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But, like he
Mhm.
still.
But that's
has
what I'm
his
saying.
Stamp though. He still has the way you can still tell it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
I
the thing
don't
with
know.
Taylor, you took Taylor taking over for Grohl. I mean, dude, the drumming on those first two Foo Fighters albums is incredible. Like,
Mhm.
Dude, it's amazing.
but then the other thing is like, his Taylor when he played with it was Alanis, right? When he like kind of
Yeah.
started out.
Yeah.
I mean, that old footage of him playing with her is incredible. I mean, it made sense, and I've seen. But the funny thing is, I saw years ago Foo Fighters, and it's nuts because at one point I wasn't watching, but I was listening, and Taylor got up, and Dave sat down, and immediately he did one like fill, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, Dave Grohl's playing drums, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
I know what
just
you mean.
nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that's the crazy thing is like it's tough. Those are tough shoes to fill. Like I don't know. Taylor was like just
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think
It's
that, like,
nuts.
that probably had a lot to do with like the feel that Taylor probably developed through the years. It's just like
Definitely.
trying to
Yeah.
like match up to Dave. Where like someone
Yeah.
like anyone that comes in at this point is like now it's just Foo Fighters songs. It wasn't like Dave playing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like a different
Yeah,
sure.
piece now.
Yep.
But he also kept his own thing, which I think is cool too. Like
Totally.
Taylor didn't like completely bend to trying to sound exactly like Grohl because you just can't. I mean, dude, we all can't like sound like
No.
completely like another drummer.
Because you got to
I mean, we've
choke
all
up
feel-
on
we've
your
all-
sticks 8 inches and you'll sound like Travis Barker.
Yeah, that's all you
Hey,
got to do.
Grohl, dude. You got to.
With
I'm
the
just
Nate
no.
Grohl.
It's just funny because it's like we've all filled in. Funny enough, we've all played and filled in for people, played in other bands, and you like. It's tough. I mean, like, dude, when I was like learning Mike Marsh stuff, I was like, I can't play like Mike.
Yeah.
Like Mike is just he's also another legend where it's like, you can
Get as close as you can.
yeah, you can get as close as you can and like, pay homage to the part, but at the end of the day, it's like you still got to sort of be yourself too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a fine line, but
Circling back to the Foo Fighters thing, I haven't kept up a ton with it. Is there like drama with it? Like,
probably.
I saw like his post that was just like, oh my God, I've never been kicked out of a band, whatever it was. Like he wrote like, I got fired through an email. But is there like
Yeah.
more that's because he was like, oh, I'll post about it more or something. But like, has anything happened? Like, is there like, has Foo Fighters said anything? Like, is it? I don't know.
I don't think they have.
No.
Well,
I don't think anyone
it
said
felt
anything.
a little weird to me. I'll be honest. The fact that he even posted about it, obviously, people would find out, and it would be a thing, right? That it's like, oh my God, he's not playing with him anymore. But I thought that was a strange move, personally. Like I'm like, just wait till I don't know. I just saw his post and I was like, dude, people get let go from stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just thought it was a weird one to be like, I got fired through an email.
But I mean, he's shocked probably because he's never been let go. So,
but also like he didn't really play with them that long.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that long of a stint being in that band. But it does make sense that they're going to have
fired.
Go ahead. How do you got to hear this? Wait, go ahead.
I got replaced by Travis Barker, and I didn't make a post about it.
Wait, for real?
You should post about it.
You should post about it. So after this podcast, you should make a post.
Good guys, I'm no longer playing with Yellow Card. I got fired by Travis. Travis Barker took my place. It's because I hold my sticks correctly.
Did he? Wait, so is he playing drums on that stuff?
He did the whole album.
But he played drums on it too. I thought he was producing.
He played drums. That's why I didn't play drums.
What, like on
they were
new Yellow Card shit?
Yeah, so I did their last like two albums.
Didn't you fly out there as part of this new record?
Yeah, I was supposed to play on the whole album, and it's a long story. But I flew out.
Did you meet Travis?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, cool.
Yeah, I went to his studio because we were riding with Feldman. We were supposed to be there for 2 weeks, and then long story. But like. Actually, am I supposed to talk about this? I don't know.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another thing we shouldn't be talking about.
I did get replaced. I got replaced by Travis Barker once. It was sick.
Did you really?
Yeah, for Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah.
I like never did anything with him, but my friend was writing like all the new like Machine Gun Kelly shit. Like once he like changed like the rock thing.
Yeah.
And he called me and he was like, "Yo, would you want to do this song? Like we're recording it Henson in like a couple days or something." And I was like, yeah, like I would love to. And he was like, yeah, it's like they want it to be like a Wonderwall kind of like vibe. And I was like, oh, it's like, like I was thinking like hot rods and like really mellow drums.
Yeah.
And then like the day of the session, it was like I didn't hear anything about like what time or like what studio it was in. And then he texted me and was like, "Hey, they got Travis Barker to do it instead." And I was like, "Yeah, nothing says
but
one
you can't be mad
like
about
Travis
that.
Barker." No.
This is why I'm upset about the Post Malone Nirvana thing.
Oh
wait,
yeah,
he should not be playing that stuff.
Here's my thing. He's not right for everything, and that's
what I mean. He's incredible, and he's an amazing drummer. I think he is
an amazing drummer. Like I think he gets a lot of shit.
He's perfect for Yellow Card.
He's perfect for
way better than me.
Things, yes.
He's influenced more kids to play drums than I think any drummer ever.
Ever.
Genuinely,
I agree.
And over
more
a
than
very
Grohl.
long.
I mean, there's
time.
Dude, also
there's
like
like
getting that
era.
text being like, you're not doing it, like Travis Barker's actually going to take your spot. I was like, fuck, that's so
Dude,
sick.
that's
like,
exactly
12-year-old
you went on Instagram. You were like, I played.
I mean, dude, think about that. Like, I felt the exact same way. I told him when there was like, because I'm really close with Mendez, their guitar player. Him and I are like lifelong friends, and we write really well together. We have a connection in the studio together. Like, he can play drums as well, so like we vibe so well. But when this kind of discussion got brought up that like there might be a thing, I was like, dude, you have to do it with Travis Barker. I was like, he's also a way better fit than me. Truly, like when they write rock stuff and we like vibe together and we have like a different approach. But I think with Yellow Card doing what they're doing is so smart. They're like not just like trying to recreate that old stuff, but like that is the fan stuff. And Travis Barker fits perfectly with that. Like he is closer to their old drummer style wise too, as far as like their brains think differently than mine. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like, it'll be like, all right, here's this pop punk song. And I'm like, all right, how do we simplify it and play to this?
He's like, I'm going to play still every
how
bar.
How do we play the most things ever? And you know what I mean? Like, and so it was tougher for me for sure to just get into that mode, especially when we did with Feldman and we were demoing, they would reference like, now do a Travis Barker thing here. And I'm like, I need more splashes. Like, I don't know. Like, what does he do? You know what I mean? Like,
dude, he's also just like, what other drummers could have like a feature on a song? You know, like
100%.
Like,
and since I wasn't in the band, I was like, dude, go to Travis. Like he's just embodies that whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
But I agree. Getting replaced by Travis Barker is definitely something that I could like check off on. Like people hit me like, dude, how's it feel to be replaced? And I'm like, pretty good. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of sick. Anyway,
I mean, he's he's been like, I remember growing up and like, like opening Modern Drummer and like front and center, Travis Barker. Still, you open up front and center, Travis Barker. It's like, you know,
as I was learning drums, I'd play along to Blink.
Who didn't?
For sure.
Like that shit was,
everyone did.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I would play along to that like live record, the Mark, Tom, and Travis show or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was so fast, and I was I gotta be like super fast, you know, and I would just play to that. I wouldn't like bust out a metronome and be like, I'll go up 10 BPM every you know, I would get the fucking Mark, Tom, and Travis show out.
Yeah.
No,
he's ripping.
Do you still do you practice drums, or are you just constantly just like playing on stuff? Do you ever like sit down and actually?
No, I feel like the most practice I do now is just like learning songs. Like I have a lot of stuff come up, not a lot, but like every now and then it'll be like, we need someone to fill in like in 3 days, and you have to learn 90 minutes of music, you know? And like, that's been like the biggest practice, is like exercising my brain to fucking like learn these songs. And like,
that was the shortest notice you've gotten? 3 days?
I think maybe I did the Oliver Tree tour was 75 minutes or 90 minutes of music, and I had 5 days for that. And there was like costume changes.
Yeah, there's like wigs and stuff.
Costume changes?
Yeah, he's like wearing wigs,
including yourself.
Yeah, I had to. There were 3 costume changes.
That's so funny.
So we
was that fun? Is that dude cool? Like,
dude, he's a fucking genius, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
Oliver Tree.
Oh yeah, that's so sick.
Touring with him was like one of my favorite tours I ever did. Probably. He was
awesome.
So like, you know, we would like fight on stage and shit. He would like encourage me to like throw drumsticks at him, and it was there was like this ongoing joke on that tour where like my drum tech was also like the stage manager, and he would just like take off one article of clothing at a time and like come out on stage and like bring Oliver a bottle of water, and like the next time his pants would be like unbuttoned, and he'd come out, and then the next time his pants would be off, but then they'd have cowboy boots. It was so sick, dude.
God, I love stuff like that. It's just so funny.
It was really fun. Oliver had me chase this kid one time. There's a kid that like dresses exactly like Oliver. He has the haircut, he wears the jean coats, and he's like 10. And we were playing a festival in Vegas. And the kid, Oliver,
where did this kid come from?
He's like a super fan, and Oliver like knows the kid's family and is like very nice to him, and like gets this kid into shows and shit. And he had the kid intro Oliver at like 9 p.m. on like a festival stage. This kid comes out and is like talking shit on Oliver Tree, and Oliver had me like chase the kid off stage and pretend to like beat the shit out of the kid on the side.
Holy shit.
So I'm like punching the microphone and shit. I was like, there's only one Oliver Tree or something. It's really funny. It was so funny, dude.
Wow. Dude is so funny.
He's visually his whole thing is super sick. It's just like so nutty.
It's like it's so
he's amazing.
So funny.
But yeah, that was like I had like 5 days to learn all, and there's like SPD stuff and the costume changes and all that shit. So
I give you credit, a lot. Man. You're solid. So the last time I saw you play K-Flay, the K-Flay thing is sick too.
That was another one that was like really just like a lot of energy. You know, it's like her shit's like a rock show, like they're pop records, but it's like a rock show. It's cool.
Yeah,
dude, his Instagram is unhinged.
Oliver's.
Yeah.
He's just like in. Like all these
long legs.
He's like in Estonia making like all these insane videos. It's nuts.
So funny.
What's your worst fuck up on stage? Like, what's like one thing that you just were like, what the fuck? Like,
oh god,
gotta have one. We all have them.
There's gotta be one.
He's like, I've never messed up.
He's like, I've never fucked up.
Fuck.
Come on, you got one, dude.
There's gotta be one.
I can't even remember, dude. I'm like, I probably
blocked it out. What's yours?
That's so sick. Oh, we've heard all of Ben's.
I have a bunch of them. The last tour, I dropped the stick and I didn't have another stick around me, and it was just like a complete mess. But that's pretty much all it is. I mean, there's other times where like, you know, you kind of like your one limb doesn't want to do something, and you're just like, your brain is just like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, good, dude. You're good. Move on.
There's this one band that I play with, and there's 3 or 4 songs that have like a very similar fill, in the same spot. It's like coming out the bridge going to the last course. It's like the same fill. It's just like maybe there's like a kick instead of a right hand or something.
Yeah.
And I can never fucking remember which one's which. Like every time they're all like the same tempo.
I mean, who cares,
dude? It's just but I have those moments where like my brain just stops.
Which one is it?
Instead of just playing one of them, I just like don't play anything.
Well, I have a question then that ties into this. Are you
out, dude?
Are you like neurotic about stuff? Do you think that what plays into why you're like, I do, because you are very good at what you do. You're a great drummer. Like when I watched you, I was like, dude, like nothing.
Ripping.
I can't even. You're ripping. Yeah. So does it tie into the fact that you're like, oh, I am militant and like just like super neurotic about just like always being prepared and like and never like, you know.
Yeah, I'm insane about that shit. And I know like I figured out where that came from recently.
Okay,
like,
let's go.
I've been seeing a therapist the last few years. And
nice.
like, you know,
it's
talk
great.
a lot about like music and anxiety and my you know,
dude.
that all the negative self-talk shit. And we like got really into it. And there was this dude that I like started playing music with when I was like 15. And he was like older than me and was in like this local band that everyone loved. And like I wanted to play. He was like the big dude in town, you know, like I wanted to play drums for him. And he told me, he was like, you have to learn this whole Kenna record. Do you know the artist Kenna?
No,
like
I don't.
Older like electronic artists like the Neptunes. Chad Hugo from the Neptunes produces shit. So
cool.
the drum programming is like crazy. He was like, learn this whole record like front to back. I was 15 and I was like learning this shit. He was like, I'm going to come over to your parents' house in like 2 weeks and like you have to play the whole thing for me. And I like,
oh my god,
what is this guy's deal?
Dude, he's a
out him right now. Who
Eric
is
Nagel. He's still I'm still friends with him.
Eric who?
Eric Nagel.
Okay.
Wait, why do I know that name?
You don't know Eric Nagel.
Okay, all right,
but,
all right. Maybe.
Yeah, like I get like that's where I.
You think that's where it all stemmed from?
I blame him for a lot of anxiety and like a lot of misery, but also like.
Did you do it though? That's
I did it. I mean, I did it. I don't know what it actually sounded like, but like we both thought it was right. But I was also like the only kid in Akron at like 15 that was like playing. I was playing shows to a click because this guy like paid me. You know,
that's pretty.
That's huge.
That's wild. Yeah.
And you know my old guitarist Chris Brickman from Ohio.
He grew up in Ohio too. Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, he came out to that. Where was that? Was the St. Pete show that he came out to?
Yeah.
And you had to leave because your bathroom flooded or something. What happened?
Oh yeah,
well,
that's right.
So Mike came through with Say Anything in Florida. Orlando, I came out to hang. I played a couple songs or one song. You were kind enough to let me do that. I was going to do a different song in St. Pete at Janice. Came to sound check, had a good time hanging out. Show was about to start, and I get a call from Kelly saying that the bathroom was flooding into Penny's room. I had to come home.
Was there like shit or was it just water? Just Dasani?
It was just water. It was just water. It was Dasani.
Just like poop everywhere.
Deer Park and Dasani all over.
Poop.
It wasn't like anyway, it was not sanitary water, so we had to rip out the flooring in her room.
Damn, dude.
It was a whole
back
thing.
into reality. You're like, I'm on stage. You're like, oh my god,
don't play a show. It's like,
yeah, fuck you, Mike. You're out, dude.
Well, the funny
you're
thing,
out, man. I'm in, man.
Well, the funny thing was, it all happened, and I rush home. The water's off, and Kelly's like, "Well, I guess you didn't really have to come home." And I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Okay, great."
Let's air that out too. Let's air that out.
Reed just drives right back. Plays the encore.
I had that thought for a second.
Oh my god!
But it's all good. But now Mike has asked me to play a few songs.
Play
July,
a few shows.
Reed's like, wait, I thought you said songs.
Yeah. Wait a second. I thought I was just playing. Wait a second.
Deal. Wait, I'm good.
You heard it here first.
I gotta book my flight. Wait, who should I talk to?
Holy shit, man!
Should we get him on? Should we?
Let's
send
do
him the link.
Yeah, send the
DMs. I ask Max. Max is going to know every detail, right?
Yeah, throw Max in the last 5 minutes. Let's get him on here. Come on. Come on, Max.
Hey, Max, we brought you on here so you could book Reed's flight.
Yeah. Your boy thought he was playing one song.
Max is probably going to forget that there's even shows end of July, you know?
Probably, dude.
He's
he's going to. I feel like I've talked to him about you playing these shows, and he was like so hyped. But I feel like when it happens, he's gonna be like, "What? Like, what's happening?"
He's gonna turn around and be like, "What? Damn, Mark, you look different."
Yeah, you got buff, dude.
Mark, you shaved. All right, this next song's called just wrong name. Just like, all right, anyway.
Oh, God, dude, that's so funny.
That's good.
Anyways,
what do you have coming up, touring wise?
Dude, just say anything stuff.
Okay.
I picked up a playback gig. I'm gonna be doing playback for Rebecca Black in June.
no way.
Rebecca Black.
Hell yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
It's Friday.
One of my best friends is her front of house guy, and he like, I don't want to tour doing cruise shit, but like if it's a few, it's like, dude, it's 3 weekends in June with like
that
one of my
great.
Yeah, I'm just there's no
playing drums.
No one. There's no band. It's just her and two dancers, and then I'll have like the computers side stage, and then my friends mixing front of house. So,
dude, can you imagine the excitement of knowing that you're about to hear Friday
it's
live?
Gonna be sick.
Like, you know it's coming. You're like, here it comes. Like last song, just dude.
She's got to
relive the best times. Oh yeah, for sure.
She's like on tour with Katy Perry. Like,
yeah, she's doing well.
Yeah, she's like crushing, and she's doing all these.
Build out the sessions for that, like the lives.
They have sessions. I'll probably have to make small adjustments, like if she wants any changes in the set or whatever. But I probably won't have to do much other than just like run the show. You know.
Yeah. What year was that? That felt like prime. Like
Friday?
15 years
things
ago.
Things seemed okay.
That was like, that was like YouTube was the most important thing in the world.
Was it like 2015 or 16?
I'm gonna look it up.
I just remember it was like such a fun. Like again, I feel like it felt like people obviously were like, oh my god, this song's so bad, blah blah blah, but it didn't feel mean. You know what I mean? It's different. Like I know they're poking fun.
I feel like
reception was mean. I
feel like she got kind of ripped apart.
She did. You're right. But I guess my point is it was like
she came back and has like a real career.
It felt like positive in the sense of like it was like, oh my god, this is so bad. And I'm sure she had to deal with like, oh cool, like I was trying to make it good. But I think being 15 and doing that, and probably a few years later, like, look, I guess it just didn't seem like evil. Like, I feel like everything now just feels so harsh. And I feel like that was one of those moments where it's like, sure, we were making fun of, like, it was like, oh my God, this song's so bad. But there was just a different feeling. It felt like no one actually.
People comment shit like hate from Kentucky or whatever.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Ben, what year was it?
2011.
Oh, see, even older. See, even better times.
I feel like
2011 was pretty good.
She did that and then came back and has like a real career and is like an advocate in like, you know, like the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, I was about to say,
yeah. Like a big voice.
Came out. Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, but like the shows I'm doing with her, it's like a bunch of Pride Fest stuff, and those things are always fucking cool.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah,
that's probably really fun.
It's gonna be really fun. Yeah,
ever,
and I've like my friend.
You
who
just
works
you start playback, and then you're on stage just vibing.
Yeah, just dancing and shit.
Sorry, I cut you off.
Dancer.
Wait, I got a good question. Between like 2000 and 2005, or around there, what was like one like record from that time that was like super influential on like just you in general, not drumming, just in general, like from a band?
You said in between 2000.
Yeah, because I feel like the sweet spot's like 2003. I feel like between that period, a lot of crazy, like, you know, cool albums came out. It doesn't have to be exactly
2003 and 2004. I felt like,
man, what was going on? I mean, I was listening to a lot of Say Anything then.
Wow, when did that album come out?
That was 2004. Yeah,
04.
So
that record was like a big one for me drumming wise, which is crazy. You know, like
awesome.
Man, what else?
It's just crazy.
What are yours?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like if I hear some, it'll spin something.
You know what's funny? It wasn't always like, it's not one of the ones, but the other day I was thinking about, remember Engine Down?
Dude, Cornbread is the shit,
Compton. Man. There was a period where there's that one album that like the drumming was just blew my mind, where like he was playing
the
shaker
record?
on we was playing the shaker on the snare drum. It was just like one of the times where I was like, man, that groove is sick. Not like, you know, because at that time too, when we were younger, everyone's like, I'm gonna play a drum fill like everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was like, I put that album on, I was like, oh, this dude's just like grooving.
Well,
I was like,
I feel like a band like dude, I loved Engine Down. I love that record. But it also felt like a band like that was listening to this shit like they were probably listening to shit like Sonic Youth and stuff.
Sure.
Like
yeah,
Steve
Fugazi,
Shelley,
like stuff like
Steve
that.
Shelley would do shit like that all, where he would play like maracas with one hand and like keep his left hand on the kit. But like, I didn't have anyone introducing me to shit like Sonic Youth or whatever, this, like really progressive stuff. So bands like Engine Down were like the closest, or like that band Celebrity. Do you remember them?
Mm-mm.
They were another really sick band around that time. Their drummer is also incredible.
Yeah. It was the Outliers. It was like that they were like Engine Down was like kind of big, but they weren't. It was like almost like cultier than anything else.
Hey Mercedes was another big, like I love Damon's drumming.
Damon.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
There's that intro
Dude,
for me during that time, Bleed American. Then I think Futures was 04, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, Futures was
big
so
time
good.
for Jimmy.
Yeah.
238, Regulate the Chemicals. That's an album that I'm like, do you guys know that?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
That was one that's like still I put on and I'm like, oh yeah. Like it was like a simplicity to it. The drumming, there was like weird choices where I'm like, what? Why is that tambourine so loud or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
Things that I would just notice and I'm like, now I go back and I'm like, that's like what people try to do now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what were they listening to? How did they land on that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
But that's a big one.
Actually, I don't want to. Let me see when this came out. 2003, Mark and Mission Dashboard album.
Yeah.
The drumming on that album is incredible, and it's a lot. It is there.
I remember thinking it was a lot. I remember being
drums
like,
on that stuff?
Mark,
who played drums on that? Mike Marsh.
Mike.
Oh
Marsh.
yeah.
Mark,
OG.
Mark Marsh.
Anytime you guys have anyone named Mike mentioned on this show, just change it to Mark.
Yeah,
we can't get it right. Mark Marsh.
Mark Marsh.
Marsh.
Oh my god. Who are your influences though? Drumming.
I mean, Ringo's a huge one for me. Like,
and
she's like the reason I started playing.
I talked about him.
Really?
Shit on a lot.
He does. It's like similar to, it's like a Travis
Well,
Barker
then
thing,
there's
too.
like that thing that Jordan sent the other day that was like almost like the secret is out that like Ringo recorded on like 5% of Beatle albums. Is that true?
I don't know if that's true, man.
Not
that
true.
one dude,
Bernard Purdy says that shit all the time. I don't know if that's true.
That's what it was. It was like he sent this article. He's like, Ringo did not record.
Yeah,
He's like, everything that you're saying, but I'm like, wouldn't that be in like the vault? Like you could look that up. Like you can't just say that and then be. But
there are some songs that like I think like McCartney and Lennon like did a song like where they play. I think like I forgot what song it was, but they recorded the parts together. Like they were both playing the kid at the same time. I forgot what song.
That's crazy.
But like there are, but no, he played too. He's like some of the best drumming on Beatles songs is Ringo.
Yeah, Bernard Purdy does not sound like that.
No,
he
does not.
Like I'm sure he played on some Beatles songs at some point. I don't know. Like
he literally said that. He's like Ringo did not play on 90%. And I was like 90%, dude, that's a lot. Like I was like maybe there's like a few he didn't play, but I thought from
do you know that song Rain? The Beatles song.
Yes.
It was like a Revolver B-side.
I love that song.
That's like one of my favorite drum performances of all time. There's no way Bernard Purdy played that shit.
Yeah.
Well, did Bernard like come in? It was like near the end or something like that, or did he actually play on stuff? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, maybe Bernard Purdy doesn't know the extent of the Beatles catalog, and he thinks there's like two records.
They got 2 albums, right? But like Taxman, the drums on that song, dude,
incredible.
It's just the coolest, and that's
also, dude. At that time too, there wasn't nothing else sounded like that. So he didn't. Nowadays we can like just reference anything. We can like listen. He like was literally just like, I guess I'll play that.
He's like, I'll play this.
Yeah,
this stuff.
Yeah,
similar to Max Any drum beats that sound like he's got 8 arms. It's like whatever they were showing him, and Lennon and McCartney being like, "Yo, we got this idea."
Yeah, I love that.
Whatever you know what I mean? It's like
when you're like when you have to like adapt and you have these parameters or like no parameters, and you're like, I have to make this happen, and your only parameters are the fact that you have like fucking 2 hands and 2 feet. Like, how are you gonna make that happen in a creative way? Keep intact whatever the the goal was
the
of
song,
that part, and like figure it the fuck out, and then something cool is gonna happen. Like it's gonna get stuck for a while, but
sure. But at the same time too, it's like people are. I mean, we talk about now, like people nowadays are conditioned to just like perfection, just like it has to be like perfect. It's like there's no like feel is elusive. It's like it is a thing, but it's not. And like he embodied that whole thing. Like his feel is crazy. Whether you not, I mean, I know there's parts where you're like it's kind of janky, but the fact that it's janky,
that's
cool.
What
it is, dude. That's
why it's
well,
great.
it's like why,
you know what I mean?
Why do we like certain stuff from that era? It's never because it sounds perfect. It's like Joy Division.
Yeah.
You listen to that and you're like, that's so bad, but you love it. It's so good.
So good.
You know what I mean?
It's brutal, you know, like
it's not good. Like for all intents and purposes, you're like, this is not a good recording. He's way off beat. He's on pitch, but you're like, this is magical. And it's like,
but you put that on the grid. It's
gone.
It takes away anything about that song that is great.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But I mean, obviously that's, but seriously, if you put some stuff on, like, you ever like worked on something and you're like playing something, whatever, and like you snap it to the grid and you're like, oh, like I'm gonna see that shit because it just doesn't it lost its whole thing. Yeah.
We did that a lot on the re-record that we did, and it was working with different people that think differently that are like, what do you mean we're not gonna grid it perfectly? And it's like, we're not. Like, we went through and edited the drums, and this is how it feels, and it feels way better. And it's like, I'm a fan of that, not just being like, all right, make it perfect. It's like, okay, cool.
I've been working with this producer here lately. He's like doing like a bunch of pop stuff, but he like never grids anything. And I'm like, it's so like, he'll send me mixes back, and I'm like, oh my God, this like feels
you can
great.
Feel it.
He's like, I didn't grid anything. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
That's like so maybe cool. He moves like a hit or something.
But just not Beat Detective and just hit like enter and be like, it's finished.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, listen, use the tools if there's like a thing that's just like needs to.
And I think it's per artist
matter.
And per song and per, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Dude,
they were doing that with tape. They were cutting tape and doing that whole thing too. So it's not like.
I wouldn't say this person was like maybe like a big influence on me, but another one of my favorite drum recordings is that song Mojo Pin by Jeff Buckley. Matt Johnson played drums on it. Do you know him?
Matt Johnson rips.
Dude, I took one lesson with him one time, and it like blew my fucking mind.
Which song was on which album?
It's on what's it called? Grace.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He played on that album?
Matt Johnson was like his drummer.
When did Jeff Buckley pass? Wasn't that like 2000? It
was a long time ago.
Was it 90s?
It was 90s.
The first song on Grace. It's called Mojo.
I know that song.
Dude, the drum performance is incredible. Yeah.
Mike, I'm actually very intrigued by this. What did the like? How'd the lesson go? Like, what was the? Because he's like he's like elusive. Like there's not much about him, but he's an incredible drummer.
Yeah, I've taken some lessons with Dave Elich, and he has a spot out like on the west side. His studio's out there, and I was talking to him. Somehow, someone mentioned a Matt Johnson lesson to me, and I knew Dave and Matt were friends, so I took a lesson with Dave, and I was like, "Yo, do you think it would be worth my time, like taking a lesson with Matt?" And he was like, "Dude, his studio's the next block down."
Well,
he was like, I'll introduce you to him, and you should definitely take a lesson with him. And so a few weeks later, I went back and took a lesson with Matt, and it was like we had a start time, but there was no end time. With Dave, it's like Dave's got a very rigid schedule.
Sure.
So I knew I was like getting an hour and a half with Dave. I went to Matt's, and I was like, I was there for 3 hours. I paid him like $100.
When you say Dave, who are you talking about?
Dave Elich.
Oh, got it.
And then Matt was like, we did a lot of like coordination stuff, just like 4-way coordination, like really the worst shit to practice ever.
Yeah.
But this is not
which
fun.
Is funny because when you think about him, you don't think about that.
I know, but that's why a song like Mojo Pin is like so fluid, is like his body, like, dude, his limbs are crazy.
He played with St. Vincent for like a bit.
While,
I saw it, and it was
I didn't know that.
So sick.
I saw him with Rufus Wainwright too, which was like again.
Whoa! I love Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah,
dude, I love Rufus.
Incredible. But yeah, the lesson was nuts, man, and like he just talking to him, he's very existential. There's like very introspective person, and even
That's
just
cool.
like the way he wrote like shit out for me, he like had an iPad that he would write stuff down, and like the style, he like started writing with his stylus, and it was all like multicolored. I was like, what is going on? Like pink and yellow and green like notes on this iPad.
That's funny.
Nuts. But he had this thing that he called the wedge, which was basically like a 3-note grouping. I forget exactly what it is. I have it in my email somewhere. I'll send it to you guys. But it's like a 3-note grouping, these accents that he says this rhythm exists everywhere in pop music, and if you just have to move it, depending on where it's starting in the bar. And that was his like big thing. He would like move the wedge around the bar.
Did that change everything how you thought about pop songs?
It changed a lot for me, like just feel wise, because he would have me do that. He'd be like, okay, like, move these accents around, play a Texas shuffle, but play the wedge with your left foot. And then I would do that. And then I would like play a Texas shuffle, quarter notes on my left foot, and then play the wedge with your right foot, and then do it with it was crazy.
Damn.
Nah.
It was really intense.
I've been like, hold on, I'm getting a call. What?
And just leave.
Just leave. I'd ghost that shit for sure. I'd be like, yeah. Oh,
you send a Venmo. You're just like,
hold on, I don't got good service here. I got to go outside. Just send him a Venmo. Never see him again.
You're like a wedge. You're like, what do you mean wedge? Wedge salad? Like what are you talking about, dude?
I love a good wedge, dude. It's in every pop song,
man. Mike, so before you do go, I need to figure out my travel and my backline. What's the deal with that? Are we set on that?
I'm just gonna CNC kit.
All right.
Oh yeah, you play CNC.
I can't fly there with anything because I'm going to London straight from that show we're seeing Oasis like 2 days after that. Which here's a hot topic. Joey Waronker on Oasis.
How crazy is that?
I love
Not
Joey.
Shocked.
I don't want to see Joey on Oasis.
Wow.
I love his draw. I think he's incredible.
I think that's a good fit.
Dude, I saw him with Roger Waters, and it was fucking incredible.
I saw that too. He sounded amazing.
But he fits that style. Like that's his wheelhouse. So
I want to see Chris Sharrock again. Like Chris was like the last Oasis drummer, and I thought Chris Rock.
Damn, I didn't even know you could play drums.
How sick would that be, dude? They should have called you, dude. I feel like if anybody's qualified, you are the guy that should do it.
I cold emailed when they announced it. I was like,
didn't.
I swear to God.
Did you really?
Why would I not? Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
of course.
You would smash that, dude.
I've sent out a few cold emails, and I got a response from one recently. It was pretty sick. I'll tell you.
I don't want Liam. He's like, who is this twat?
Well, actually, once we stop recording, I was going to talk about something too.
Once we get Reed's backline sorted out, we'll
Reed, sort this out on your own time.
I can't fly with any gear because I'm not taking my fucking cymbals to London with me, and like it's my wife's 40th birthday. We're gonna like go to Scotland and Ireland. Like I'm not gonna lug around my snare and my cymbal.
You got your cymbals. It's
like happy birthday. Could you carry my snare?
You show up to the concert, you're like, I'm here. You saw my email. I'm here to do this.
So yeah, I'll probably just backline the full thing,
dude.
Okay,
Mike. Cool. This is your chance. You back like an 18-inch kick drum, like a 10-inch rack tom,
dude. Just
a 20-inch floor tom. The floor tom's bigger than the kick drum. Yeah.
Oh, I just show up. Oh,
yo, only 18s. 18 kick, 18 floor, 18 rack.
Oh my god,
and then
that's kind of sick.
Then a 13-inch snare drum.
No, 22-inch hi-hats. Just like some wacky ass shit.
That would be actually really funny. I couldn't even be mad if that actually happened.
I know, it'd be so sick.
Reed smashes it. It's just like
even just 18 kick, 18 floor is so funny. And then like a 10-inch rack tom would be also sick.
10-inch rack tom's kind of sick. It's boom boom like that. I'm just kind of.
I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah. Reed, that's your chance.
Wait, am I doing this again?
That was your chance.
One more time.
I already did it.
No, you didn't. It was bad.
No,
First time was
it
bad.
didn't feel heartfelt.
I'm just kidding.
No one believed you, Reed.
No one believed you, dude. No one believes you. Oh, dude.
Hey, we actually talked about drums. That's cool.
We did. It was very effortless. This is the most drummy drum one we've done.
Let's stop this so we can hear what Nate has to share. Sorry, fans.
What do I have to share? Oh, yeah. After we.
Oh, dude, are you?
Well, sorry. I thought you meant. Yeah. Okay. After we stop it.
Mike, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
The hatchet, and we're sorry for just treating you so poorly
and making me wake up at 6:30 in the morning. These guys were like, "You have to wake up at 6:30, or otherwise you're not allowed on our podcast."
You're in LA.
In LA, bitch.
Dude, that is brutal. Hey, I apologize. I wasn't a part of that at all.
I can't sleep anyways because I fucked up my back. So.
This has been real.
Yes.
Dude, it seriously looks like you're playing key. Every
I know,
time you
that's
turn
why-
it on, it looks like you're like.
It looks like you're playing.
I wish I could do that, dude.
Oh,
You're
well, we
so
love you,
dude.
Mike.
Dude,
Yeah,
thanks
we
for
love you,
having
Mike.
me.
We love you, dude.
all.
This is so much fun. This might be my favorite one.
I'm the new co-host.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You should come on more frequently.
Every time we have someone on that we have a good time, we're like, hey, let's just add them to the podcast. We're just like, dude, it's just like 10 homies.
It's gonna
Just
be
like,
like UN soon. It's just gonna be like a
Yeah,
million.
just Zoom. It's like
you
fucking
gotta like
false
raise your
prayer.
hand to say something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you get,
Translator.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's
Yeah.
great.
it's really funny. All right,
All right.
All right,
well,
homie.
I'll
wait,
stop.
homie. Wait, don't
Yeah.
leave, everybody. I want to hear
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Nate has
wait,
to say real
All right,
quick.
bye.
All right.
Have a good week.
Bye bye.